Slipping on a banana peel. So Pisces, I saw a banana when I felt the energy behind your cards, but we have the Tower on the board with the 5 of Wands reversed. That is like getting into a situation where you slip and then you kind of crash and burn. Maybe the results are actually worse, like you smash your teeth. You know, this is metaphorical. So the metaphorical banana is some kind of a situation that causes conflict, but it gets worse because you slip up, and so you cause additional conflict. Now, the other thing that I saw was a feather duster. And so the vibe behind the feather duster is to dust the situation, right? You're gonna end up having to dust yourself off. Now, this could happen the next week or two, or maybe it's already happened, where you kind of crashed and burned because you slipped up, and then now you gotta like dust off the situation, dust yourself off, maybe even gotta dust off another person because you kind of put your foot in your mouth, and the 3 of Cups is showing up as that other person. On the bottom, we have the Moon, which is kind of having an emotional outburst. It's a little bit of like bipolar energy. It's almost like it's an emotional outburst. It's just what I said. Let's look. Justice with the Page of Swords. So the outburst isn't unfounded. It's just that the truth needed to be said. Like you just felt like you needed to say your truth at that moment. It's a fact. Justice card. Those are facts. You're not spouting jargon. You're saying something that is true, but you slipped up in like the timing. It's like wrong time, wrong place, right? And no matter how true it was, you still put your foot in your mouth and you crashed and burned. And that's what happened. Page of Swords is the narrative. It's the delivery. It is the sentence structure. So the way you said it, the place that you said it at. Maybe you just didn't know your audience. Or maybe this is gonna happen where you're not gonna know your audience, you're gonna slip on the banana peel, you're gonna crash and burn. All right, let's go ahead and, oh shit, and underneath that 10 of Swords, we have Tower and 10 of Swords. This could be like you literally smashing your teeth. This could be like you even crashing your car because you slipped up and because you had some kind of an emotional outburst, right? This is a slip up caused by emotion. And, but it's a really bad consequence. It's a nasty consequence of this slip up. So yeah, like crashing your car, or metaphorically crashing and burning. Let's pull more cards and see if we can find out more. See if we can narrow down what area. I feel like this is social, okay? I feel like this is not a card because of the 3 of Cups. I think this is like in the area of social life. So you crash and burn with regards to friends, family, a situation that involves other people and the way they perceive you. But let's pull more cards. Tell me more about what's going on the next couple weeks for my Pisces, please. Tell me more about what's going on the next couple weeks for Pisces. Okay. The Hand, okay. So the Hand is usually somebody reaching out to somebody else. So somebody might reach out to you. Maybe you have an outburst. Maybe you reach out to somebody and it's not the response you want. And I think somebody wants your opinion on something, okay? They reach out to you and then the ear, they're trying to get your opinion on something. But it's almost like they open up Pandora's box. It's like they trigger you with this question and then that's where the slip up happens because you are triggered emotionally and then you end up slipping up and it causes a huge fallout. Like you say something that really puts this person off because you're like emotionally triggered. Okay, and it's like I said, on the bottom is the bed. On the bottom is the bed with the princess. The princess is being immature, is not really having control of her emotions, right? And the bed is like, again, you're just kind of minding your own business. It's like, dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Somebody taps on the shoulder, is like, hey, what do you think about this? And you have a meltdown. And you burn that bridge with that person. That person might never talk to you again because you say something that really is off-putting. That's the vibe for what's coming up. Now, let's go ahead and pull some advice. Maybe we'll get more information too as we pull advice, but let's pull advice and see what else there is for you guys in terms of how you guys can, how you guys can maneuver around the banana peel, right? What can you do to not slip when the banana peel, because the banana peel is going to be in your path. The banana peel is going to be there, the person's going to trigger you, so how can you not slip on the banana peel? Okay. Here we go. Whoa. What did I say? The banana peel was always going to be in your path. It was always going to play out this way. That's the star card. It was always going to happen. At a certain point, it was always going to happen. Somebody was always going to trigger you in this way. At some point, and you were always going to have this response at some point. In some sense, it's unavoidable. But I think you can mitigate the damage by recognizing your own wounds and kind of just realizing that when, your triggers, knowing your own triggers is the Three of Swords. It's your own wounds that might, it's like when somebody pours salt into your wound. Knowing that the wound is there, being ready for it, is really what helps you maneuver through it and not slip on the banana peel. Okay. On the bottom, we have Six of Cups, which is kindness in general. Be kind, as in don't have a meltdown if somebody says the wrong thing. Because, like I said, the meltdown looks bad. Let's see. There's the Tower again. I can't make this stuff up. The Tower and the Five of Wands, same cards came back out. I did shuffle the deck. And we have the Hermit card. So the advice really is to look at this wound, look at this trigger before it comes up. Look at the banana peel before. Try to see it on the path before you get close to it. And the banana peel is your own wounds. It is something that triggers you. And it's gonna trigger you. Five of Wands with the Tower, it's gonna trigger you. But the more you understand it, the more you can kind of grit your teeth and be prepared for the response, like the knee-jerk response, right? It's reflexive. But if you can hold yourself back from that knee-jerk response by understanding the nature of the knee-jerk response, it's beneficial to you. Let's see what we get out of the Oracle cards. Any other advice here for my Pisces regarding the next couple of weeks, regarding the banana peel and the potential dusting off? Let's see. Anything else here for Pisces? Okay, the nut. Hold on. The nut is interesting here because what the nut is saying, it's almost like turning a molehill into a mountain, if you've heard that saying. Turning a molehill into a mountain, turning something small into something that is a problem. And that's kind of the advice here, is it is small. Whatever this thing is that triggers you is small, and it's tied to your own stuff. That's what the nut tells me. And the zero is like, the nut is zero, is like, it's small, it's minutia, but it's also going to trigger the fuck out of you if you aren't knowledgeable of the book, if you aren't self-aware that you are prone to having this foot in your mouth knee-jerk response that's going to cause you problems. Okay, Pisces. On the bottom, we have the treasure chest, which seems almost like a completely unrelated, just like, maybe your finances are good. Maybe things are in generally very positive and very abundant for you. And I think this is minor. I don't think this is related to your finances. I think, like I said, this is a social situation. Maybe it impacts your finances because sometimes social situations can impact finances, but I think that's an omen of good luck. That in other parts of your life, you're financially good. This is just something to watch out for in like a social area of your life. Okay, that is your reading, Pisces. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to follow the channel and subscribe if you want to see more of these readings and not miss them. And also check out Patreon if you want to support my work below. That's where the links are, and also on my profile if you are on TikTok. All right, with that, I'll see you guys next time.